Hi guys, welcome back. We're going to do some math today. We have 3 questions as always, and we're going to get started on the first question. The first question is about Addie. You know, she just had a birthday. So here's her question. Addie had 12 birthday balloons and she popped 8 of them. How many does she have now? She had 12 and she popped 8 of them. There's a couple of different ways that you can solve it. You can start with a picture. Alright, there's my 12 balloons, and it says she popped 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. How many does she have now? Well, 12 minus the 8, that part, and you have how many left? 4. Good job. Alright, but what, you're getting older now, so what if you didn't have this big space to work it out with a big picture? We have to get to the point where we can do it in different ways too. So let's write this equation down. 12 minus 8. Now Miss Herbal always says if you have a big number minus a big number, you don't have 12 fingers, right? Yeah, so there's a couple of different things you can do. Okay? Well, we could do one strategy that we've been working on before we left school was to put this part, the 8, in your head. Because you know that part, and we know we're trying to get to 12. That's how many balloons she had, right? So if you put 8 in your head, that part, and count to 12 balloons, then you can figure out the missing part. Let's try it. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, 4 must have been popped, right? Because 4 is a part and 8 is a part. And then 12 was how many she had altogether. So that's one strategy when you have a big number minus a big number. The other thing I've seen kids do with a number like 12, you don't have 12 fingers, but you could do some pretend fingers. This is what I mean. All right. When I have 11 or 12, I sometimes just pretend there's another little finger right there. Do you ever do that? Yeah, I have some kids that use that as a strategy. So let's see, 10, 11, 12, 2 pretend fingers over here. 12, take away or minus 8 away. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 away. And how many are left? 4. Good. That's another way you can do it. So that's 3 different strategies. If you came up with a different strategy, you can send me a picture on Dojo so I know what your strategy was. Okay? All right, erase the Speedy Quick if you haven't done that so far. And let's review some clocks, because our next 2 questions are going to be about time and how much time has gone by. All right, so my question is, Lan wants to watch a movie because he's bored and he wants to watch a movie. The movie starts at 8 o'clock, so we've got to make 8 o'clock. Remember, you always start with the hour hand. 8 and then o'clock. Remember? Oops. All right. So Lan's movie starts at 8 o'clock, and it lasts for 2.5 hours. Now you might know 8 plus 2 more hours, but that half, we've never done that before. 2.5 hours. So let's try the 8 with 2 hours first, okay? So 8, 9, 10. Let's try it. 8, 1 hour. 2 hours. That's 10. So 8 and 2 hours would be 10. But it says 2.5 hours. What is half? Yeah, 30 minutes is half past, remember? So 10 and then half an hour more. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 10:30. Did you get 10:30? Yeah, 8, 9, 10 is 2 hours, and a half an hour is 30 minutes. So 10:30 should be your answer. Yeah, that was a tricky one. All right, let's try another one. This time it's going to be about Mason. She's going to make some cinnamon buns. And now they take a little bit of time for the dough to rise and to make. So let's see. Mason's making cinnamon buns. It's 9 o'clock. So let's make 9 o'clock. All right. It's 9 o'clock and the dough has to sit for an hour and a half. 1 hour and a half. So a half an hour. So 1 hour, that's easy. 9 and 1 hour is what? 10. All right, so 9 plus 1 hour will be 10. But then it says an hour and a half. So a half an hour. Do you remember what half an hour is? Yeah, it's half of the clock, which is 30 minutes. So let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 10, 30. 9 and an hour and a half is 9, 10, and then a half an hour, 30. 10, 30. Does that make sense? All right. All right. Now, in your packet, there are some more math pages. So I want you to take a look at that packet and find any of the math pages you haven't worked on. I think there's some fraction pages in there and some adding and subtracting. So I want you to take care of some of those work pages today. Okay? Keep learning.